Everyone, it's great to see you again at Wealthy Coins. In the past 48 hours, the CEO of Shiba Inu has spilled the beans on what's to come. Latest updates about Shiba Inu. Following Thursday's 75 basis point interest rate hike by the U.S. Federal Reserve, the cryptocurrency market fell into red. Although Bitcoin saw small declines, cryptocurrencies that performed better, such as Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, saw losses. As Uniswap and Polygon advanced, Bitcoin remained below its most recent $20,000 support level. In this video, we'll go over what the CEO of Shiba Inu has said about what's going to happen in the next 2 days, latest updates about Shiba Inu. If you want to see more videos like this one, where we predict and analyze the prices of Shiba Inu, be sure to subscribe to our channel, share the video, and give us a thumbs up. Now let's get the video started. The majority of cryptocurrency tokens were trading at a loss on November 3rd, with the exception of a handful of altcoins and stablecoins. There was a 6% increase at Polygon, though. With a loss of over 1% in the past day, the total market value of all cryptocurrencies was slightly lower at $1.01 trillion. Despite this, the overall trade volume increased by over 40% to $102.76 billion. The Shiba Inu dog breed had strong bullish sentiment in the final days of October. The price of SHIB is displaying a handful of continuation of trend signals after last week's profitable bullish trade suggestion. Important benchmarks have been established to evaluate future actions. The crypto industry was taken aback by the Shiba Inu price, which surged 55% in the last week of October due to the infamous Miu coin. A 20% rise was predicted to test the bearish liquidity levels near $0.000000, as mentioned in last week's bullish thesis when SHIB was trading at $0.000009. What the bulls did was confirm the premise of a bullish trade and more, generating a final monthly peak of $0.0000001509 USD. Due to bearish reluctance to short the Shiba Inu price after it surpassed day traders' expectations, the current auction price is $0.00001189 USD. Following the formation of the new October high, SHIB has fallen 21%. An increase in volume accompanied the rally, which broke through oversold territory on the relative strength index. Just above the 8-day exponential moving average, the SHIB price is currently bidding. Following the bullish cross on October 27th, which triggered the extra 30%, this is the first time we've seen the moving average again. The relative strength index RSI is still in the positive range, which bodes well for the continuation of the rise. All things considered, the monthly high at $0.00001509 is a potential obstacle for newly formed shorts in the SHIB price. If prices were to rise 30% from where they are now, the market value would skyrocket. If the bears break through the $0.00001040 liquidity zone, which is located under the 21-day simple moving average, the bullish thesis could be invalidated. Additional declines towards $0.00000097 could be triggered by a sweep of the low. Under the invalidation scenario, Shiba Inu prices would fall 17%. A Shiba Inu meme coin user named ShibaPlay_ has published data from Etherscan detailing the huge volume of transactions that have occurred in the last 24 hours in a series of tweets. The biggest one had at least 100 billion SHIB on board. Estimated value of the biggest one was 202,438,224,930 coins. The unidentified bearer transferred a total of 847.9 billion K9 coins. Attention, whales. 20240338224,930 ships were transferred. As a result of these dealings, 100 billion ships were transferred to the OKX exchange for sale. In other words, $10,268,000 is the 850 billion ships equivalent. Gokhshtein Media founder and Bitcoin influencer David Gokhshtein had already announced a few days prior that he would be adding more Shiba Inus to his collection. He intended to acquire more than 2 million meme coins. He reaffirmed his backing for SHIB by saying he loves Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, regardless of the opinions of its maximalists over his support for a competing coin. From its most recent local high of $0.0000001415 USD, SHIB has fallen 15% in the last several days. With a current range of $0.000003, the price is relatively stable. The most recent information regarding the debut of Shibarium has been given by Unification, the Shiba Inu Layer 2 builders. The public beta testing of Shibarium could be unveiled by the third quarter of 2022 or later, according to a June 2022 Announcement by unification. Shibarium was unable to be launched in the third quarter of 2022 by the Shiba Inu developers. The online community reacted by demanding constant updates on the team's progress with the Shibarium launch. According to Shiba Inu's principal developer Satoshi Kusama, he is constantly being asked about the release of Shibarium. Without providing any details, Kusama simply stated that it would be revealed shortly in his response. A safe, vision-friendly product is the goal of the Unification Foundation's tireless efforts. As stated in a blog post by Unification, the Foundation has stated that while they hear and consider the question of the project's release date daily, their priority is to collaborate with the team to ensure the most secure and usable vision and product. The Shiba Eternity Official Player's Guide was released by Shiba Inu on November 3, 2022. The guide was divided into 4 parts and contains 1,150 pages. While apologizing to the community for the one-day delay, Satoshi Kusama dropped indications regarding a possible beta launch of Shibarium during the release. In the lead-up to the beta release, he mentioned that Shibarium and Shiba Eternity would be promoted together. Over 250,000 downloads on iOS and Android and addressing bug concerns on the game were among the recent notable accomplishments of Shiba Eternity that Kusama also noted. Also, he promised that the game's update would be out later this month. An exclusive NFT drop called Shiba Eternity Lore NFT drop on OpenSea will be available in the game. The prices of the artwork vary between 0.001 to 1000 the Unification Foundation has also promised that the external initiative involving its collaboration with the Shibarium Group will continue to be a top priority throughout the year. In addition, the group vowed to exert all of their might in their pursuit of a successful Shibarium launch. Unification brought attention to certain ongoing alpha version work in anticipation of the public beta release. In an instructive post-release, the Shibarium developers stated that they are constantly optimizing the internal alpha to meet the demands of the massive audience that is eagerly anticipating its release. Because of this, the core team has been working tirelessly on our advice and is almost ready to offer the product to the public in beta. There will be a public update on the product soon, and we are thrilled to support, develop, and release it. A week from now, Americans will vote in the midterm elections. There are 435 seats in the House of Representatives and 35 out of 100 in the Senate up for election this year. Following the midterm elections, the stock market has a habit of performing well. Since there is still a strong correlation between Bitcoin and major stock indices, some speculators anticipate that crypto will also soar after the election on November 8th. The stock market outperformed the 6 months prior to the election for 17 out of the 19 midterm elections that have taken place since 1946. As per Charles Schwab's findings, Mauricio Di Bartolomeo, chief strategy officer and co-founder at Ledden, claims that this is mainly due to the fact that investors experience a great deal of uncertainty in the months preceding election day. According to Di Bartolomeo, investors gain confidence and drive up market prices as information becomes more transparent. According to Timothy Holland, chief investment officer of Orion Advisor Solutions, looking back is a lot easier than looking forward, so all we have to do is make it through next Tuesday. There will be an improvement in seasonality soon, and you will pass the midterms. Holland also made the observation that a divided administration in Washington, D.C. is likely, and that the market actually prefers deadlock. The stock market has already deviated greatly from its normal levels this year, with the S&P 500 down 27% year-to-date, much worse than the index's typical performance in past midterm election years. However, this year holds the possibility of being different. The current state of interest rates makes me wonder if this will be one of those years when the rally fizzles out. According to Di